What's up, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free Major League Baseball home run prop show for Saturday, July 22nd, 2023. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. It helps us out a ton. If you're looking for my best bets, the games I love the most, including my daily $19 best bet, make sure you're heading on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. Now, we will get into the home run prop action momentarily for Saturday's action. Sorry, this video did come out a little bit late today. Had some stuff going on behind the scenes, and even then, we had some pitching matchups that were announced late. So, I had to wait for some late information, maybe some prices to come in to give you guys the most up-to-date info and be able to get the best possible prices for you. But fear not, there's still plenty of afternoon action. I have lots of prime time action as well. So if you do miss some of the earlier games, fear not. There is still something for everybody throughout the day. But I want to remind everybody, these home run props I'm about to give out are very high risk, high reward. They are not plays that I recommend anybody dump their whole bankroll into. They're just plays that are there to have some fun with on the sides, some pizza money or some coffee money. Nothing too crazy. You don't have to play every single home run prop that I'm going to give out on this show. But anything you do play, I do recommend playing straight up as a single bet. But I do know that some people like to parlay these home run props. So what I always recommend is if it's within your means and it's something that your book offers, look into doing a round robin. Yes, it's going to increase the cost of the bet, but anything over 3 legs or more, as long as you do a round robin, you're going to cash something. If you don't hit all the legs. I mean, how many times we all had that one parlay that's been one leg off, and because we didn't have a round robin, we don't get paid on anything. But if you do a round robin, you at least have a safety net. And say you do a 3-leg parlay, right? And $5 is your unit size. You put $5 on the 3-leg parlay, and what you're going to do is instead of playing just $5 on that parlay, you put $5 on each of the combinations of 2 of those 3 legs. So instead of it being $5, it's going to be 20. But if you hit 2 out of 3, you still get paid, and you probably make a nice chunk of change in profit as well, especially with home run props. So definitely something to consider if you're a parlay better with home run props. But let's take a look at the plays that we did hit on Friday, and there were a ton of them. I normally don't like to gloat about home run props every day. Yesterday is yesterday. Today's a new day, but like I said, we did have a great day with the props yesterday. Made some nice money. Juan Soto came through for us at plus 360, as did Ketel Marte at plus 350. Corey Seager came through at plus 285. And the same game, Nate Lowe went yard again for the Dodgers. This was all in a losing effort for the Rangers as well. Freddie Freeman came through at plus 410. And then for the Braves, they've still been crushing it despite some struggles. Austin Riley came through at plus 390. Orlando Arcia we hit at plus 800. That was a great payday, as well as our last play of the day, Henry Davis homering off of Shohei Ohtani. The Pirates had a great day for home runs. I was a little bit annoyed myself that I couldn't find more with the Pirates, but hey, one's better than nothing, especially at plus 650. So you can only imagine if you parlayed up a couple of those, you had a nice winning day with the home run props yesterday. But like I said, that's yesterday. Today is a new day, so we'll get into it in a second. But I want to remind everybody, I love interacting with you guys, so let me know in the comments down below. Do you like the angle I took on some of these games? Do you not like the angle? Did I miss anybody that maybe you guys are thinking of playing? Do you have player props of your own? Drop them in the comment section below. But I ask everyone, if you're going to do that, drop the plays in there before the game start. If it's not in there before the game start, it doesn't help anybody. We're trying to beat the books here as a team, one goal every day at Pickdawgz, and that goal is to get us paid by making the books pay us out. And whether that's sides, money lines, spreads, totals, you name it, player props like we're going to give out here, the name of the game is the same, and that's to get us paid. So let's get into it. Let's get into the home run prop action for Saturday. Nothing for the 1 o'clock games for me here. Just couldn't get on board with that Royals and Yankees game, and even the Marlins and Rockies was a little bit dicey for me there as well. So we're going to start things off with the 2 o'clock game with the Cardinals and Cubs. I'm going to go with Nolan Arenado for a home run here at plus 370. Now, normally I don't make plays on teams that are opposite a bullpen game like the Cardinals are here, just because of all the volatility involved in the pitching on the other side. But Arenado, he's hitting well right now. He's got a 313 batting average, 4 extra base hits, a pair of home runs since the All-Star break. So I'll take Nolan Arenado for a homer at plus 370. Also going to go with Nolan Gorman at plus 410. He's been running hot and cold in the first half of the season, but since the All-Star break, Gorman hitting 346, 5 extra base hits, including a pair of home runs. So give me Nolan Gorman for a home run at plus 410. I'm also going to take Cody Bellinger on the other side for the Chicago Cubs. Miles Michaelis, hasn't allowed much by way of home runs lately, but he has given up a pair in his last start. And Bellinger hitting .533 with 3 home runs, 5 extra base hits since the All-Star break against right-handed pitching. So I'm going to take Cody Bellinger for a home run at plus 460. I'm also leaning towards Brendan Donovan for the Cardinals. We usually get some decent value with him. Has a pair of home runs against righties. Just a pair of home runs since the All-Star break. And Paul Goldschmidt also capable of going off at any time, so I lean towards Goldschmidt as well. Going to this matchup between the Rangers and the Dodgers. First, I'm going to start off with Jonah Heim at plus 480. Now, Bobby Miller hasn't allowed a home run in any of his last 3 road starts, but the Rangers are still swinging a hot bat, and Heim has a pair of home runs, 4 extra base hits with a .350 batting average against righties since the All-Star break. So give me Jonah Heim for a home run at plus 480. I'm also going to look at Corey Seager for a home run at plus 320. He's hitting .278 with a pair of home runs against righties since the All-Star break. I think he has a great shot at going back-to-back for us here after cashing yesterday. So give me Corey Seager at plus 320. And I'm also going to take Nate Lowe once again at plus 550. Lowe also got a pair of home runs, a .500 batting average with 4 extra base hits total since the All-Star break. Of the guys we normally like for the Rangers, Lowe always seems to give us the best amount of value coming back. So I'm going to take Nathaniel Lowe here, Nate Lowe at plus 550. Now for this matchup between the Dodgers and the Rangers, I also lean towards Marcus Semien as well, who has a .300 batting average, a pair of home runs against right-handed pitching since the All-Star break. But for my money, his homers have always had a tendency to be inconsistent. Now, on the other side, I think this could be a catalog spot for the Los Angeles Dodgers. I think there's a bunch of guys that would make sense in a spot like this. I think you could talk me into almost anyone. Mookie Betts hitting .391 with a homer against righties since the All-Star break. Freddie Freeman, 4 extra base hits but no homers. JD Martinez, Max Muncy, others all in play. I like Dane Dunning, and he hasn't allowed much by way of home runs, but there are lots of options for the Dodgers. And I could probably do my own video here, talking about the Dodgers in that game. Are you guys playing any Dodgers in that game? Let me know in the comments down below. But we're going to go to this matchup out on the West Coast between the Blue Jays and the Mariners. And I'm going to go with one play on both each side here. I'm going to go with Eugenio Suarez for the Mariners at plus 500. He's hitting .261 with 3 home runs against righties since the All-Star break. Kevin Gausman hasn't allowed a lot of home runs. Actually hasn't allowed one in 4 straight starts. But he has been, Suarez has been Seattle's guy against right-handed pitching out of the break. Take a shot on him here. Give me Eugenio Suarez at plus 500. I'm also going to take George Springer for a homer at plus 500 for the Blue Jays. This is purely a matchup play for me here. Springer has 3 career hits off of Logan Gilbert in 7 at-bats. All 3 going for extra bases, including a home run. So give me George Springer for a home run at plus 500. I also did want to have some plays in this Reds and Diamondbacks game, as I feel I always want to have some plays at Great American Ballpark. But Saturday's matchup just extremely tough for me. No starter confirmed for Arizona. The Diamondbacks haven't been good against lefties, which bodes well for Cincinnati's Brandon Williamson. Are you guys making any plays in that game? Let me know in the comments down below. But let's go to the Padres game against the Detroit Tigers. And a lone Padre I'm going to roll with here is going to be Juan Soto at plus 410. He's hitting .368 with 4 home runs against righties out of the All-Star break. Had a pair yesterday for us as well. Now, Matt Manning hasn't given up a home run since the All-Star break. But while I don't believe in the theory that guys are quote-unquote due, it just feels unsustainable for Matt Manning, especially against a guy like Soto with the hot stick that he's swinging right now. So give me Juan Soto for a home run at plus 410. I also, on the other side, like Spencer Torkelson. I couldn't find a price on him due to the late announcement that Jackson Wolf, the lefty prospect for the Padres, is going to be getting the start here, making his major league debut. But the thing is, I do like Torkelson if you can get a price on him closer to first pitch. He's the only Tiger that's really had success against lefties since the All-Star break, hitting .333 with a pair of home runs and 9 at-bats against Southpaws. So I would lean towards Spencer Torkelson as well. Actually, I'd make him an official play if I had a price on him. Now, another play that I would make an official play on if I had a price on would be Wilmer Flores of the San Francisco Giants. Again, I don't see him, or I don't see a price on him. There's no lineup at the time we're recording this video, so I don't know if he's playing or whatnot. But either way, if he does get the nod here, I do like Wilmer Flores for an official play. He's hitting .462 with 3 home runs against right-handed pitching since the All-Star break. Josiah Gray, he's allowed home runs in his last 2 starts, 3 of them total, and a home run in 4 of his last 6 starts, including 2 home runs in 3 of those 4 games, totaling 7 in his last 6 starts. So I would take Wilmer Flores. But a play that I do have an official play on here, actually a couple plays for the Nationals. I'm going to go with Keibert Ruiz first at plus 850. This is a split play for me here. 10 of the 15 home runs that Logan Webb has allowed this season have come against right-handed batters. Ruiz predominantly hits from the right side of the plate, and that's where 10 of his 11 home runs have come this season. Ruiz against righties since the All-Star break, hitting .375 with a pair of dingers. So give me Keibert Ruiz for a home run at plus 850. I'm also going to look at Lane Thomas for a home run at plus 850 as well. He's hitting just 143 since the All-Star break, but he does have a home run and is a bat I trust, especially against a right-handed bat like right-handed pitcher like Logan Webb. So give me Lane Thomas for a homer at plus 850. I also lean towards Alex Call, Stone Garrett, Riley Adams, all for the Nationals, all righty bats that are capable against Logan Webb. And moving on to this match between the Guardians and the Phillies. For the Guardians, I'm going to go with Josh Naylor for a home run at plus 540. He's hitting .417 with 4 home runs against right-handed pitching since the All-Star break. Zach Wheeler has allowed a home run in 4 straight starts and 5 home runs over that 4-start stretch. So I'll take Josh Naylor for a home run at plus 540. Now on the other side for the Phillies, I'm going to go with Kyle Schwarber at plus 340. He is hitting just .217, but he's got 3 home runs against right-handed pitching since the All-Star break. Tanner Bibby, starts for Cleveland here. He has allowed 1 home run only at home this season, but Philly's a tough team to break down. And as good as Bibby has pitched at home, I think Schwarber could pop him here. So I'm going to take Kyle Schwarber at plus 340. I'm also going to look at Bryson Stott at great value at plus 1150. He's hitting .409 with a pair of home runs and 4 extra base hits against right-handed pitching since the All-Star break. We always seem to get great value with Bryson Stott. This is an example of it, and I think that he's fully capable of going yard here. So give me Bryson Stott for a home run at plus 1150. I'm also going to take JT Realmuto at plus 600. He's got a pair of home runs against right-handed pitching since the All-Star break. Always a threat for the Phillies. So give me JT Realmuto at plus 600. Now, I was trying to get there for some plays in the Mets and Red Sox game, but the suspended game on Friday kind of threw me off for Saturday. The Mets, they don't hit lefties well, which will benefit James Paxton, who's scheduled to get the start on Saturday. And while Max Scherzer struggled on the road for the Mets, he's always capable of throwing a 7-inning gem. I think the only leans I would have in that game would be, once again, like yesterday, Tristan Casas and Rafael Devers for the Red Sox. But do you guys have any plays in that game? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, before we get into our last few home run prop games for Saturday's action, I want to remind everybody, obviously the purpose of this home run prop show is to put some cash in your pockets and some winners on your plate by way of home run props, but it's also to highlight the benefits of using the betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Plays. They're there for you to use. They're 100% free. You can see it's where we get the graphics directly from for this home run prop show. And the betting tools will show you the player prop. They'll show you how often it hits, and it'll also show you the sports book that's giving you the best possible price. The nice thing is if you don't have an account with that book that's giving you the best price, you click on that price, you sign up, you get a bonus offer on us, and you get to play that best price with that bonus offer. But you're also adding to your advantage over the books that they can't take away from you, which is your ability to shop lines and find the best possible number. There are also other betting tools there depending on your betting style. There's profitable teams, profitable angles, profitable underdogs. There's a hot and cold streaks tool if you like betting hot and cold streaks. There's multiple parlay builders if you're a parlay bettor. The list goes on and on. Like I said, everybody has their own different betting style. So the best way to sort of experience just how good these betting tools are and how they can benefit you is if you head on over to pickdawgz.com, sportschatplays.com, and play around with these betting tools. I promise you won't regret it. They are some of the best betting tools out there. But let's get back into the home run prop action for Saturday. I've got a couple more games to look at here. I'm going to go deep into this matchup between the White Sox and the Twins. Start with the White Sox. I'm going to go with Luis Robert for a home run at plus 475. He's got a pair of home runs against right-handed pitching since the All-Star break. In his career, also hitting .333 with a home run off of Minnesota's Sonny Gray. Now, Gray hasn't allowed many home runs this season, but this is a matchup play for me here. So give me Luis Robert for a home run at plus 475. I'm also going to go with Andrew Benintendi at plus 1,000. The White Sox leader in batting average, Benintendi, hitting .435 since the All-Star break with a home run against right-handed pitching. He also has a career home run off of Sonny Gray as well. So give me Andrew Benintendi for a home run at plus 1,000. I also lean towards Gavin Sheets, who has a career homer off of Sonny Gray, and Yasmani Grandal, who has a pair of home runs since the All-Star break against right-handed pitching. Now, for the Minnesota Twins, first off, we're going to go with Old Faithful last week for us, Edouard Julien at plus 650. How can I not here? The dude is hitting .647, a pair of home runs, 3 extra base hits since the All-Star break. We keep getting these prices with him. I get it. Dylan Cease, the staff ace for the White Sox, but this is too good to pass on. The guy's hitting his average almost as much the same number as plus money that he's getting here. It's absolutely ridiculous. So give me Edouard Julien for a home run at plus 650. I'm also going to go with Max Kepler for a home run at plus 410. He's hitting 316 with 4 extra base hits, including a pair of home runs against righties since the All-Star break. Also 6 for 22 in his career against Dylan Cease, with 3 of those hits going for home runs. So I'm going to take Max Kepler for a home run at plus 410. I'm also going to take Alex Kirilloff at plus 650. He's in fine form right now. He's hitting 409 with 3 home runs, 6 extra base hits against righties since the All-Star break. So give me Alex Kirilloff at plus 650. I also like Kyle Farmer, if you can find a price on him. Didn't find one here, so I don't know if he's just getting the day off. I don't see him on any injury list, but potentially, like I said, potentially day off for Kyle Farmer. He's taking 333 with a pair of homers, 4 extra base hits against righties since the All-Star break. I also think Joey Gallo and Byron Buxton are in play as well for the Minnesota Twins. Now, moving on to this matchup between the Atlanta Braves and the Milwaukee Brewers. I'm going to go with some Braves here. I'm going to go with Austin Riley for a home run at plus 375. He's got 5 home runs with a 346 batting average against right-handed pitching since the All-Star break. And Adrian Hauser hasn't allowed a lot of home runs at home, but the Braves continue to crush righties out of the All-Star break despite their recent struggles to string wins together. And Hauser, not invincible by any stretch of the imagination. So give me Austin Riley here for a home run at plus 375. I'm also going to look at Ronald Acuna Jr. here at plus 390. He's hitting 429 with a double in his career against Adrian Hauser, with a pair of home runs, a 296 batting average since the All-Star break against right-handed pitching. So give me Ronald Acuna Jr. for a homer at plus 390. I'm also going to look at Matt Olson for a home run here at plus 230. He's hitting 316 with a pair of home runs, 4 extra base hits since the All-Star break against right-handed pitching. So take Matt Olson for a home run at plus 230. I also have leans towards Orlando Arcia, who has 3 home runs against righties since the All-Star break, and Eddie Rosario, who's the lone active Brave with a career home run off of Hauser to date. So those would be my leans in that game. I really wanted to play on this Angels and Pirates game, but the Pirates, they stink against left-handed pitching. And the Pirates also on the mound switched from Osvaldo Bido, a righty, to Ryan Borucki, a lefty, as an opener. I'm not sure what that means for this Pirate staff, if that means Bido is going to work as a long relief arm, or if this is going to be a true bullpen game. Are you guys still playing anything in that game? If you were, let me know in the comments down below. But let's go to our last game, this matchup between the A's and the Astros. And this might be a trio of Astros. I know everybody says, "Oh, drop a parlay." What are your 3? I will rarely do parlays on this home run prop show, mainly because I give out so many that it's hard to nail down a couple. I don't have my best 3 or 5 or whatever. These are all just plays that I like, and I play them singles. But this might be a trio of Astros that I might do a same game round robin on. I really like these 3. I'm going to go with Kyle Tucker first at plus 380. He's hitting 545 with a pair of home runs, 4 extra base hits against right-handed pitching since the All-Star break. Paul Blackburn starting for the A's here. And while Blackburn at a certain point has been the best arm that the A's have had to get a win aside from J.P. Sears, he has struggled lately and struggled against Houston. He's given up 7 home runs in his last 3 starts against the Astros. Kyle Tucker just on fire right now. He hit a pair of home runs yesterday. So I'm going to be Kyle Tucker for a home run. Excuse me, a pair of home runs in the last, since the All-Star break. So give me Kyle Tucker for a home run at plus 380. I'm also going to look at Alex Bregman at plus 475. Bregman only has 1 hit off of Blackburn in his career, but that hit was a home run with that base hit. And he's hitting 563 with a pair of home runs, 4 extra base hits total since the All-Star break. Give me Alex Bregman for a home run at plus 475. And to round things out, Chas McCormick at plus 700. He's hitting 333 with a pair of home runs since the All-Star break against right-handed pitching. So I can take Chas McCormick for a homer at plus 700 to round things out. But let's do a recap of the plays that we did give out for Saturday's action. We gave out quite a few of them, and hopefully can carry over some of the success that we had on Saturday. Started things off with Nolan Arenado at plus 370. Nolan Gorman also for the Cardinals at plus 410. For the Cubs, Cody Bellinger at plus 460. For the the Cardinals as well, leans towards Brendan Donovan and Paul Goldschmidt. For the Texas Rangers, Jonah Heim at plus 480. Corey Seager at plus 320. And Nate Lowe at plus 550. For For the other leans in that Rangers and Dodgers game, I talked about it ad nauseum. We talked about it quite a lot just after that game. So just scroll back a few minutes. You can hear all my thoughts on the leans that I have in that Dodgers and Rangers game outside of those three guys. For the Blue Jays and Mariners game, I'm going to go with Eugenio Suarez at plus 500 for the Mariners and George Springer at plus 500 for the Blue Jays. For the San Diego Padres, Juan Soto at plus 410. Again, if you can find a price on him, I like Spencer Torkelson for the Tigers. For the Giants, I have if you can find a price on him, I like Wilmer Flores. For the Washington Nationals, Keibert Ruiz at plus 850. And Lane Thomas at plus 850 as well. Also for the National leans towards Alex Call, Stone Garrett, Riley Adams. For the Cleveland Guardians, Josh Naylor at plus 540. Kyle Schwarber for the Phillies at plus 340. Bryson Stott for the Phillies at plus 1150, our longest shot on the board on Saturday. For the Phillies as well, JT Realmuto at plus 600. For the Red Sox, again, I don't love that game, but leans towards Tristan Cassis and Rafael Devers. For the Minnesota Twins, Luis Robert at plus 475 and Andrew Benintendi at plus 1,000. Leans towards Gavin Sheets and Yasmani Grandal for the White Sox as well. For the Twins, Edouard Julien at plus 650. Max Kepler at plus 410. And Alex Kirilloff at plus 650. Leans for me there towards Kyle Farmer, who would be official play if you can find a price on him, as well as leans towards Joey Gallo and Byron Buxton. For the Braves, like Austin Riley for a homer at plus 375. Ronald Acuna Jr. at plus 390. And Matt Olson at plus 230. Leans towards Orlando Arcia and Eddie Rosario in that game as well. And for the Houston Astros, Kyle Tucker at plus 380. Alex Bregman at plus 475. And Chaz McCormick at plus 700. But thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. 135,000 plus subscribers here on our YouTube channel. Couldn't have done it without you guys' love and support. So thank you so much for that. If you haven't already, please make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. It really helps us out a ton. And again, if you're looking to get the freshest and newest content as soon as it drops here at Pickdawgz, make sure you have notifications turned on. Again, I try to get these videos out, these home run props as early as possible, especially on the weekend where we do have afternoon action. But sometimes just with the way that, the pitching matchups are announced, I think we're going to start seeing this as we get closer to September. And in September, we don't always have prices or information. So try to wait as long as I can, but sometimes I can't wait any longer. I want to be able to at least get you guys some plays in for the afternoon action. So if you have notifications on, you're ensured that you get this content as soon as it drops, and you can get these bets in for the home run props. If you're looking for my best bets, again, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. And while you're at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Plays, check out these betting tools. I promise you, you will not regret it. They are 100% free. They are there for you to use. They are a great tool to have in your back pocket, a great asset to have on your belt. And you're not going to find betting tools like this anywhere for 100% free, but we're giving them to you here. Some of the best betting tools in the business for free here at Pickdawgz. So make sure you head on over to the website and check them out. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you guys. Let's crush the books on Saturday.